Well, ousted Cape Town Mayor Patricia De Lille is taking the Democratic Alliance to court. De Lille seeks to interdict City Manager Lungelo Mabandazio from declaring a vacancy in the office of the mayor. She is also challenging the accountability clause recently introduced in the DA constitution. De Lille says that the clause is unconstitutional and has been unfairly applied to her. In her court papers, De Lille says that she will not resign as mayor until proven through the party's disciplinary process that she has done nothing wrong. Well, joining us now on the phone line to discuss this further and provide some clarity is Mayor of Cape Town, Patricia De Lille, joins us on the phone line. Good morning to you, and thank you very much for joining us here on Afro Worldview. Just on a point of clarity, there seems to be contradicting views with regards to who currently is the Mayor of Cape Town. Is that still you in that position? Has an acting mayor been appointed as per your knowledge? Just share with us those details, please.
Well, first of all, there is a grey area in that since I am contesting the decision by the Democratic Alliance in the court on Friday, that I'm asking for that decision be reviewed. There is a grey area because we all have to wait until the court has made a ruling on Friday. But, you know, to keep the peace, I am not fighting to say I'm the mayor or I'm not the mayor, because to me it's about fighting for fairness and for justice. And therefore, you know, people can interpret the grey area the way they feel fit. I will be waiting for the courts on Friday to decide which interpretation is the right one.
All right, Ma'am Patricia, Madam Mayor, this is Cindy. Thank you so much for joining us. You know what we failed to ask in all of this battle is that how are you holding up? How are you feeling? What are the relations between yourself and the DA? Just not only on a personal level, has it really gone to the point where it is severed and there is no way that you can restore this besides seeing through the litigation process?
Well, I must say, you know, what keeps me going is that I get thousands of messages of support from so many South Africans on a daily basis, and that really keeps me going, because what my fight is all about is for fairness and for justice. And yes, it is taking a lot of my time and energy that I could have spent on servicing the people of the city of Cape Town. And so that's why, you know, I put my faith in the courts. I believe that is where I will get justice. And, you know, I'm just calling on people to be patient, but it's the best way to allow our courts to intervene at this stage.
Can you also confirm that had there been, I beg your pardon, had there been an alternative position offered to you, because it would be a great loss of a person or leader of your caliber and the pedigree that you have, not only institutional memory, but the influence that you have in South African or the public discourse. Have you been offered an alternative?
I've always maintained, Cindy, that I can serve my country in any capacity. I still have got a lot of energy and, you know, a very passionate love for my country, and would like to still serve my country, because we have got so much to do. We need to make sure that the struggle for freedom in this country was not just to benefit a few, but that more people should benefit from our freedom. And therefore, I cannot design my future as to what I want to do with all of this dark cloud hanging over me. And therefore, for now, I'm putting all my energy into clearing my name. And you know, these untested allegations that is being labeled against me, that is my first priority now, because you can't buy integrity. You can't buy the trust that I have built up over more than 40 years as a politician in our country. And therefore, for me, it is important that I continue to strive to clear my name and to get justice.
And what was your reaction to yesterday's media briefing by the Democratic Alliance, where they cited a telephonic interview that you had regarding your intentions to step down as a member of the Democratic Alliance, and using that as ammunition, really, to then bring that chapter to a close?
That is now a matter before the courts. The matter is sub judice. And the Democratic Alliance have got their interpretation, and I've got my interpretation. And that is why it is important that a court now decide which interpretation is correct. And so I will not go into the merits or the demerits of the argument, but wait until Friday when this matter will be heard by an open court of law.
So there are also reports suggesting that you have been offered a seat in Parliament. Could you provide clarity on whether or not this is true?
Well, yes, I have been offered a seat of a Parliament by the Democratic Alliance before. And I've always said that, you know what, if I am not good enough to be a public representative serving the people at local level, I can't be good enough also for a public rep at national parliament. And therefore, for me, it's not about a position. It is about clearing my name first. And then, you know, I'm able thereafter to design my future because I still want to serve my country.
So, Madam Mayor, if I'm reading you well, have you declined an offer from DA leader Mmusi Maimane for you to walk away swiftly from this tumultuous situation and take a seat as Member of Parliament under the Democratic Alliance banner?
Well, the situation now, people can call it what you like. But it is about that we are building a human rights culture-based democracy. And I have got certain political rights in the Constitution, like, for instance, I've got a right to natural justice. And so South Africans must understand that that is the bigger picture of what I'm trying to achieve here. It's not just about a position for me, or it's not even about money, because to me it is about clearing my name, making sure that all the reputational damage that is being done, it is cleared. Right now, as we speak, the Democratic Alliance yesterday again released all of those untested allegations in the Steenhuisen Commission, when I have taken the Steenhuisen Commission on a review, and the same Democratic Alliance failed to give the court any evidence or even the record of this whole Steenhuisen Commission. So you can see there is a deliberate attempt to damage my reputation.
All right, let's just go back to the Constitution of the Democratic Alliance, of which you'd be very well affair with, having served in the structures for so long. What did you understand what the obligations are of a member of the DA with regards to public engagements or even media interviews when it comes to your intent of resignation? What did you understand that to mean, and whether you feel you've transgressed that particular clause of the Constitution of the DA?
Cindy, that's why I don't want to go into the substance of the matter and the merits of the matter, because that is where the court is going to make a decision on Friday. And there are two interpretations about this clause. But what has substantially come out is that the leader, Mmusi Maimane, himself made a statement in 2015. The clause came in on 2012, where he also said that he will resign if the DA does not deliver services. There's another incident where a provincial leader resigned, and the party persuaded her to retract her resignation. So my struggle is that the rules must apply to all of us equally, that we are all subject to the same rules. And therefore, it's an important test case for the court on Friday to make those findings, whether my interpretation is right or the party's.
Mayor, just briefly shifting gears, there was another press briefing that took place early this morning where there was talk around you and the Democratic Alliance and what's happening in the city of Cape Town. This press conference was held by the ANC in the Western Cape, and Mr. Ibrahim Rasool has now called on the city of Cape Town to be placed under administration, and also stated that this constant infighting in the Democratic Alliance is now having a negative impact on service delivery. What is your response to these sort of allegations and talks?
Any infighting in any political party does have an impact on service delivery, because I was supposed to be in my office today engaging with communities and making sure that the city in fact deliver on our integrated development plan. So yes, it does have an impact. But at the same time, in my case, is that I have always been pleading for a fair, open, due process for these allegations to be tested. I've not been granted that. I would love this thing to be over, where we can have all of these allegations tested. And as you know, it's now the third attempt in 1 month. First of all, I am currently before a disciplinary hearing of the DA. And in the disciplinary hearing, the DA failed to come with any evidence of the charges against me, even as far as not being able to give us a name of a person that I have allegedly sent the SMS to. That has been parked now. Then after that, there was the National Congress where a new clause was designed, and then a week later that clause was applied to me, and the caucus had a vote, and the federal executive had to pronounce themselves this past weekend on the recall clause. That has also been parked now. Then last Thursday I get slapped with new charges terminating my membership, because that is a shortcut of trying to get rid of me. So all of these other due processes have not been followed. And I will just appeal to the city administration, to all of the councillors, that we must never allow that service delivery be impacted on negatively by just putting all our energy into this current dispute that we have. But we continue to rise above these political differences and deliver our best to the people at all times.
Mayor, we're going to leave it there. Thank you indeed. We wish you Godspeed and strength in your current political environment. I'm sure it cannot be easy, but nonetheless, you made of a tough material. So we show that you'll come through this even better. So thank you indeed. That's the Western Cape or DA Mayor in the Western Cape, Patricia De Lille, just giving us feedback on the way forward. That the court will now determine what happens on Friday with regards to her political future.
Yeah, but that is a wrap-up, and where we leave live report for today from myself, Abigail Fasahi, and my co-anchor and colleague Cindy Mavi. The rest of the team as well. Have a great afternoon. Take care.
Be abundantly blessed. Cheers for now.